Hello, welcome. This is episode number 1. We are going to learn to show you how can you overcome compulsive sexual addiction, pornography, and masturbation. So if you are men and have been suffering with masturbation, pornography, and hypersexual addiction, make sure you watch up with this video up to the end, because I'm going to show you the reason of someone being addicted and what can you do so to remove out of this cycle of addiction. I'm Dickson Ponda. I'm dedicated to create 6 episodes to help you overcome sexual addiction. So make sure you being with me in this video up to the end. So first of the all, what do someone means when they about addiction? So that addiction is just the way whereby your brain finds the means of releasing easy dopamine. When you get the means of getting easy reward, that's why being addicted with something. So if you've been addicted with pornography, just because your brain have finding the means that only masturbation is the way that you get a fast reward. The same applies to pornography, the same applies to sexual addiction. So you have been addicted to something just because it's just only the way your brain have been detecting that these things will give you a high reward. We make something feel like pleasure, getting reward. Dopamine is being released. So in the video that will be following, I'll be speaking much more about dopamine. So let me explain a little bit what really dopamine is. We hear that dopamine is just the neurotransmitter in your brain. It's also associated with anticipation, motivation, and the desire. Everything that you are doing is just because there is a dopamine that's being creating a motivation for you to follow something. So dopamine is very powerful for everything that you are doing. It's just because you maybe do something, it's just because it is good or bad. Its reason is that it's rewarding you fast. Even this video may not seem like interesting to you. Not means that it's not good or it's bad. It's just because it's not feeling, there is no dopamine which is being released to you because you have been addicted to see reels or TikTok videos, shorties that have even no meaning to you, but you keep watching just because they give you a fast reward. So I'm emphasizing you watch up this video up to the ends, because it's the real meaning that you're going to get in this video, especially if you are men. So when you're being addicted to something, means that your brain have been finding that is the way of releasing dopamine. So the aim of this series of video just to train your brain that instead of learning toward pornography, you start learning toward other things. So in short, I think that this video will help you to move from your sexual desire to the desire for success. Can you try to imagine yourself if those time, money, energy you've been using searching for pornography, searching for masturbation, or searching for sexual intercourse, then you change all those energy and start finding or creating your life you desire. So that's where a meaningful or purposeful life start. So can I share a little bit with my personal story? So I remember before reaching 24 years old, I had never engaged in sexual intercourse. I have never engaged with any girls in a close proximity. So but I remember when I was at college, then I used to have a student girl whom we was just discussing, having a discussion for the issue of studying in our class. So we was just going close and close until the day when you just see being in the environment that allows us to interact each other, to start expressing the issue of sex. So but it was just that like a single test that me to start involving sexual intercourse. But afterward, when I feel something, an environment of feel boring, I just feel like there's something missing in my brain, in my mind. I'm starting finding something like a relief. So I started finding in stay in another sexual environment. So I become in the environment of being addicted for sexual intercourse. So the bad thing is that when your brain have been addicted to something that give a high reward, a fast reward, those other activities that are important to you, like reading a book, say, starting a business, making phone call, they still start start seeming like they are boring to you. It's just because they not give instant reward. Dopamine is not released instantly. So the number one things that is holding you, or you are just keeping the cycle for hypersexual addiction, is the environment you are working. So the first thing is just to change your environment. There are these famous things that environmental is more powerful than winning power. You may not be willing to do something, but because of the environment that you've been surrounding with, maybe women, or with the phone you have, a kind of app you have been downloading your phones, or putting yourself in a lonely environment, that's why you start feeling like you want to search for sex, or you want to search something for pornography or masturbation. It's just because of the environment. So the first thing to change is your environment. Remember that environmental is more powerful than willing power. So no matter how much you are willing to stop pornography, no matter how much you are willing to stop masturbation or sexual intercourse, regardless you need to change your environment, it will be harder and harder for you to change. So the first thing is just to change your environment. I hope it's clear. Have a good time. Make sure you subscribe to this account so that you won't miss another video like this, and put your conversation. What did you gain from this video? I hope it's clear. Have a good time. Peace.